You're listening to the Todd DeFazio Show on Idiot Radio. Taking it to the edge
Baby, let's go.
Yo, baby. Hello.
It's almost been a month since we've been in studio. Welcome to the Todd DeFazio Show broadcasting live from our Idiot Radio studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We're also broadcasting live on TuneIn Radio, Apple iTunes Radio, Live Online Radio, and our free, 100% free Idiot Radio app on iTunes and Google Play. As always, by my side, Hannah.
What's up, honey?
I think you're the only reason people listen to this show.
I doubt that. I really do.
But
thank you.
Hannah's here. But not only is Hannah here, but we got to welcome a special guest today, Hannah. And hopefully this guy, like we see a lot of him, he's going to be a part of the show. Let's welcome to the show our third mic guy and a good friend of mine, Brett Paradise.
All right. Good to be here. I like what's going on right now. And you kind of got this, I tell you what, you got with your voice like cracking, you kind of sound like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Like zoinks.
Yeah, like, well, Scoob, I can't wait to get the show started.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm a mess. So we could go right into that, why I'm sounding like this. The last time we did we recorded a show was April 4th, which is like 20 days ago.
Forever.
Now for those of you who don't know, we usually record on a Wednesday, and then we air the show on a Monday. Well, this show sat dormant show 3 sat in the computers for 3 weeks, because I was having this cough that was so bad that I was passing out, and I finally went to the emergency room, and it ended up keeping me for 3 days.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So that's not good. We're
No.
glad that you're better.
No, so
Do they have you on an IV drip and stuff,
they had
too?
me on IV, 2 steroids. They had me on antibiotics, and so my voice was really touchy. And I emceed a parade over the weekend with Jim Crenn, and I felt like I was getting better, and then I was thinking my voice was back to normal, and I started using it to full capacity, and now it's gone again. So.
Stop singing in the shower. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
So-
You can't hit those high notes in the shower. You just gotta let it ride out.
I think you sound fine, but
Yeah,
happy to be back.
it's getting there. It's just a little bit of little cracks here and there. I have no power. I promise next show I should be back to normal, I think.
For sure.
Now, I got a lot of questions in the downtime.
Oh, yeah,
The
I'm
last
sure.
show that we had, Brett,
Yeah.
Hannah was telling a story about how she thought she was
that's
getting
right.
catfished
Yeah.
by a guy.
Oh, wait, and then people responded. I needed to hear this.
Oh,
Yes.
God. I love...
So, do we have an update on your catfish story?
Okay, so I don't think he would watch this. I hope not, but
So it's gone
not-
further.
no, it's definitely not a catfish because he's FaceTime me, so I know
Okay.
it's him. But like he was supposed to come up. He lives in a different city. Supposed to come up to Pittsburgh like this week or next weekend, and he was like, "Oh, I don't have any money. Like I don't want to ask you for like a bus ticket or something." So I'm kind of like, yeah, no. I'm like not about.
So he's
it
trying
anymore.
to freeload off you?
No,
Is that what's going on
But
here?
it's definitely
I
him. He's
think he has a
FaceTime me.
girlfriend.
See, you're not going on to this for online dating.
Well, I met him on Facebook for some reason. I was like, oh, this guy's hot. It's like people you may know. I'm like, yeah, I definitely need to know this guy.
And okay, so you were the aggressor.
Yeah, I was like, hey, you're hot. What's up?
That's never happened to me.
I do
in
that all
my
the I
life.
do that all the time with guys. I'm single, so I'm like, what up? How you doing?
See, that's where I throw the scent off right away, because if you notice in my profile picture of Facebook, it's me holding up a stripper that I happen to be with. So right there, they're like, okay. I immediately throw off the scent for any normal, decent females. You know okay. You want the insane, crazy guy that's holding a stripper in his arms as his
I don't
profile
judge.
picture. Okay, he's safe.
Totally. I don't judge at all. But yeah, I mean, what's going on with it? It's like, you live so far away, and it's kind of like fizzled out. But like,
When you say far away, how far away though?
Like, what if he like
I'd
takes
say
a
like
bus?
8 hours.
What if he takes a bus to see you, and he comes off and he has like a dad bod like me?
This thing is, I don't know, because I'm like looking at his profile, and I feel like some pictures
Are
look
really
different than
old?
like
You think they're-
others. So I'm like, I don't know, but like I FaceTimed him before, and I'm like, it looks like his pictures, but like his most recent pictures, I'm like, he looks different. So it's weird. So I'm kind of like, I don't know. The last time I talked to him, he was like, send me a picture with like a emoji or something like that. And yeah, I just never responded.
Have you done any Skyping? Like Skype?
They FaceTime. They
Just FaceTime? I don't.
Same
okay.
thing.
Same thing.
FaceTime.
Same
Yeah.
thing? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like definitely wasn't a catfish, but it was just I don't know, kind of weird because he was like, I'm just so excited to meet you.
I'm thinking
and
there's a
I
girlfriend
miss
involved
you.
or
I miss
something.
you. I'm like, I never even met you.
Married.
Married girlfriend.
Probably.
Married.
Yeah. I'm saying something.
So yeah, I'm like over it. I'm just kind of like, I work all the time, so I'm like, this is just like too much work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, if you got to do all that, buy bus tickets and I don't know.
I was like, maybe in the summertime. Like, I don't know. Maybe I kind of want to meet this guy, but then maybe it's gonna like,
I think
he's
you-
gonna come here.
you
It's gonna
better
be
have
like
it
some 300-pound like
yeah.
female, and be like, oh, it's been me the whole time.
yeah, that'd be
Or
hard.
he's
They
gonna
could
be
go-
like, Napoleon Dynamite when he's meeting LaFonda. He meets LaFonda, and LaFonda meets him, and it turns out he's this 110 pound, 110
You never
pound
know.
scrawny.
People can go extreme to like the whole catfish. They're like, oh no, here, take my phone. You take the call. You know what I mean? It could. That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking because I have anxiety. So it's like I'm going above and beyond. Like
Well,
you never know.
You watch enough of that show on MTV.
Catfish.
I mean,
Telling ya.
those ones are extreme. Like that. Those are like the
I-
absolute. Like they really find the bottom of the barrel when it comes to that show. But it sounds like physically he looks okay. And it's obviously if you're interested enough, it could possibly be something.
No.
But is he just
It's too far away, so I'm kind of like
but
over it.
too about
No.
the Catfish TV
that
show.
he just wants to meet up and bing bang bong.
With,
I don't know.
With the TV show, I think the original season, maybe the first 2 seasons, it was legit catfishing. Now I just think it's just people trying to get on TV.
It's all
That's
work.
true.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. But so I'm good. I'm glad.
that's that,
I
yeah.
feel a little bit better about the situation. I think
Thank
you
you.
have
Yeah, no,
a
yeah.
better grasp of the situation than you did the last time we were on the show. You were kind of entertaining it a little more, but I'm glad that you have a better head about this. I was nervous. I was nervous for you.
I'm good.
Trepidation. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm like, it would be different if they lived like in the area because that
Yeah.
would be kind of fun. But I'm like, you live far away, so yeah. It's
8
over,
hours
but who
away.
knows?
You're driving 8 hours.
Stay
Listen,
tuned.
Look, if you're driving 8 hours away, you ain't coming up to discuss foreign policy, babe. like,
But
you better be ready. fully and able in any kind of
He's
situation.
never like talked to me about like that kind of stuff though.
Well, because he doesn't want to, because he's probably playing it safe. Because if you want to take it to that level where it becomes all about the smush, I think is what Snooky says.
Smush.
Smoosh smoosh. Yeah, and like if he doesn't want to come off and just jump the gun right away and give that to you. He's being a little more subtle. But there's no way. 8 hours? No way. I'm not even driving to Cleveland. Cleveland.
That's a long drive.
I've driven an hour away to meet a guy just for that.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's
whatever, worth it.
That's a long drive.
Was it worth it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then get your rocks off, girl. That's cool.
That's it. I got a new wedding update for you, Hannah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, another
Brett,
one.
my wedding is August 15th of 2020, next year. A year from that. Well, a year and a half, like almost a year and a half away. And we've been just trying to keep everybody updated as we do things. And so far we have the hall booked. We have the DJ and the photo booth booked. And now we have a photographer booked. And actually we went with the same company that's DJing and bringing the photo booth.
Good.
Loyalty Entertainment. So I think for the rest of the year, I think that's it. I don't think we have to do anything wedding
That's
related
awesome.
until
No, you guys are on top
like
of it.
spring
Is
next year.
it mainly the fiance planning it, or is it both like equally?
It's both. I mean, we're both doing it. I kind of fought for the DJ stuff because that's kind of my forte.
Oh, I mean, that would
So,
be me too.
That's the thing I've done for my whole life. So I went with what I thought was best. I was really pushing for a band though. I wanted a local band called Radio Tokyo.
No, you got to do a DJ. You have to have a DJ.
This is a Pittsburgh wedding, brother.
Have you?
You got to have a DJ, a fire hall, a cookie table, and
Yeah.
at one point you're playing Donnie Iris during the reception.
It doesn't get any more Pittsburgh than the reception or the ceremony, because Jim Krenn is he's marrying us.
Oh,
What?
Jim Krenn is
He's an ordained minister?
Minister, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's getting ordained for the wedding, somewhere online, and he's going to do the ceremony.
That's
Nice.
pretty Pittsburgh.
Because him and I have become so close, and I wanted to include him into my wedding somehow, without taking off all my friends that will be in the wedding. So I figured, what better way than to have him be the minister and actually do the wedding for us.
Okay,
That's
that's about as Pittsburgh as it gets.
You never know.
is the
Don
theme
Iris
called-
might show up.
Is
yeah.
it?
Oh,
Please
yeah.
Don't tell me.
He might be
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
cookie table.
The theme. Please don't tell me the colors of the wedding are black and gold, because I literally will just not do this show anymore.
Black, purple, and white.
Okay, good.
And
okay. So that's not too Pittsburgh.
I've come up with an idea for my 3 sons and myself.
Yeah.
I think we're all going to wear the purple, black, and white Jordan 1s.
Oh, of course.
That's tight. That'll be good.
It's between that or
Men
the
in their
Concord
damn
11s.
shoes.
She hates when I talk about wrestling and Jordans, because it seems like every show we work in
Basically,
wrestling.
he has to tie it in
It
somehow.
inevitably, and you have a wrestler now. You have a wrestler as
Yeah.
part of your show. It's inevitably going
I
to turn to.
I was
Right.
going to say Brett Paradise retired wrestler, but you just told me before the show you were actually going to get back in the ring.
Actually, yeah. I'll just take a second, real quick here. I just got from Dr. Egan. He told me. I said, "Look, tell me everything about all the meds that I was, that I've been on for the past year." Because I've been, I was out of commission since June. I had a stroke,
Well,
cerebral
our
hemorrhage. I
listeners
had the
did
whole
not know
thing.
that, so yeah, you were you were in bad shape for a while.
In bad shape for a while, but I through 4 months of heavy physical rehab, occupational rehab, the whole 9 yards. Just last week, I got my clean bill of health that I can return to wrestling.
Very nice.
So not only am I can return to wrestling, but I returned here as well. And as far as actual
are you
bookings
linked to
go,
a promotion right now?
not one in particular. I'm working for a fellow of mine in Bounce. It's Underground Wrestling. It's based out of Cincinnati and Akron, the Akron, Ohio area.
Okay.
Legends Pro Wrestling, which is out of West Virginia. Jack Blaze runs that.
Okay.
And a couple other bookings I'm taking, but it's just right now it's kind of a crawl before you walk
Yeah.
kind of thing. I obviously I can't get hit, beat in the head right now. I mean, particularly because
You want to be careful.
I got to be very careful, but I mean, that just also means that people get to see the character.
Right.
They get to see what I can do in terms of just pure entertainment and not just getting the holy garbage, the dog beat out of me. Just for the sake of, hey, you paid. In my mid-20s, I'd say, Hannah, you paid $10 to come see me. I'm going to make sure that I gave you every last cent of it. If that means I get hit in the head with one of these microphone stands, sure. Why not? I'm invincible.
Well,
Fast
hopefully,
forward to 38 instead of 28. It's a little different. So I got to be a little more careful, but that doesn't mean it's not going to be a great time.
Well, take it easy. Crawl before you walk.
Yeah. Absolutely, but
That's amazing.
Yeah, like this coming May 4th, I'll be in Akron, Ohio. Shane Douglas is going to be there.
Nice, very nice.
And I'm going to get to do some fun things with him. But if it's for Underground Wrestling, it's at in Akron, Ohio. It's at the It's the Goodyear factory, the
Okay.
the world home of Goodyear. They have a whole stadium that's going to be set up, and
damn.
it ought to be fun, man.
Well, keep us posted.
Heck
Take lots of
yeah.
pictures and video.
I'm coming. I'm
and
coming.
we'll share it with
Bringing
our
the whole
listeners.
crew.
And
Well, I mean, my name isn't written on the chair just yet, but I'm feeling pretty comfortable sitting in it. I'll tell you that much. So
right.
yeah, you guys,
Very good.
absolutely. I think it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be absolutely wonderful.
little
did I
VIP
mention-
cameo there, Hannah.
Oh yeah.
We go in and out of it. It's all day, every day. It's going to be fantastic, wonderful, absolutely
Tourette's.
classy. What was that?
That's your Tourette's, sir.
Get him out. He's fired. Fired. It's huge.
You guys ready to get in the show?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Woo.
Well, science. I was reading an article where science says couples who make fun of each other have better relationships. A University of Kansas researcher, Jeffrey Hall, conducted 39 studies involving 15,000 peoples. Hannah, peoples.
Peoples. Close.
We also forgot how to talk while we were in the hospital. Over a span of 30 years, there's 3 decades of relationships, relationship analytics to determine what makes them sink or swim. Howe says it isn't even enough to seek someone with a sense of humor, but it's more important to find somebody that has a sense of humor that's very similar to yours. And where it makes the relationship strong is you guys kind of have your own thing where you have like inside jokes and things like that. And I think part of the success of my relationship is that, we kind of have that. I wouldn't say we have the same sense of humor, but when we're together, we have a very similar sense of humor.
Yeah, that's important.
And we can just look at each other without even joking.
You gotta roast the hell out of each other.
Or she gets me for farting in my sleep all the time.
I'm sure.
Well, when you're when you're sleeping, hey, you were asleep.
There
It
were
did not-
farts everywhere and toots. I think it's crazy.
I snore in my sleep, and everyone says it, and I don't care. And they're like, "You snore like a fat man," and I'm like, "Whatever. I'm sleeping good, so don't judge
Do
me."
you think you might have apnea?
No, I'm just always I've always been congested, so I know I'm a mouth breather, so I feel like that's probably why I snore.
See, I broke my nose 6 times, so there's a pretty obvious reason why I snore.
Okay.
I'm just fat. That's why I snore.
But I've literally snored my whole life, and I don't know why. Maybe I just don't know how to breathe properly.
But you may have apnea because skinny people can have apnea.
I probably do because I'm always feel like I can't breathe properly, and it's been like that for
You might need
ever.
CPAP.
Do you have a
machine.
deviated septum?
No, because it's
is that-
I can smell, but I don't know. I feel like I'm always catching myself, and I'm like, oh my god, my mouth's open, and I'm like, why is it open? I'm breathing out of my mouth.
You're a mouth breather.
You
I'm
might
a
have
mouth breather.
apnea. You might have
I
apnea.
probably do. I literally
still have
do.
your
It's been
tonsils?
like that since what's that? I do.
Okay, maybe you should get them checked. Maybe you won't snore.
I did have strep throat a couple times.
yeah,
So
get that checked. Oh, you can borrow my CPAP machine. If
yeah, I might need it.
It's so attractive. You kind of look like Bane from the Batman Dark Knight movies.
That's kind of cool.
Where's the trigger?
Batman. I want to have sex with you now, Batman.
Show me some boobies.
All right, well, let's just go right in. It's Monday. This is Hannah's favorite part of the show.
Oh God, no.
When you
Okay.
come in on Monday and you're not feeling real well, does anyone ever say to you, sounds like someone has a case of the Mondays? No, man.
Yeah, today's Monday.
No, Saturday.
No, today's Monday.
No, Saturday.
No, I'm sorry, today's Monday.
What day is it? Monday? Oh, Monday! Thank God it's Monday.
You're the only moron in the whole world who actually likes Monday.
Have a super awesome day of positivity.
Isn't that the most awful thing you've ever heard in your
hates
entire
it.
life?
That was creepy.
Right?
That
It's just I don't get it. Whoever made that, I really.
I've got some advice
I
in
feel
the
very,
world of
very
radio
bad
a
for
long
you.
time ago that they say the key to winning is clips. Clips.
Oh yeah.
And sound effects. See, that's how you win in radio.
Just not with that last thing.
You gotta go timing with it though too. You can't just throw a fart sound in the middle of me telling me my comeback from being sick last year.
No.
Hey, yeah, I was in the hospital for 4 months. Like, come on, man.
Oh, that's a good one. After
There.
that, yeah, that's kind of
You were sick.
That's kind of bad. I like it.
I'm like, I don't know.
No, the scratch would be the buzzkill if I actually went into detail about me being sick. That would.
Little suspense.
Oh yeah.
All right, enough playing with that stupid thing.
I was gonna say I got to do with that. That looked like a dramatic. What was the hamster? The dramatic stare.
Suspense, yes.
Just a, I like that though.
We're gonna catch up on the podcast. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 are up on. You can catch up with them and the Triple B Experience and all the other shows from the network from any computer or mobile device: iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, Spreaker, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and now the video version of this show on Facebook, which is getting a lot of good feedback from the video version of the show. So
yeah, I like it. I
So
feel like
it's,
I definitely agree.
it definitely
so.
brings a lot more. What would they say? Like
that Jinsey
impulse listens,
Yeah.
where people that are subscribed to the network, Idiot Radio Net on SoundCloud or iTunes or Google Play. That's like appointment listen where we want that impulse because the impulse brings new.
Mm-hmm.
So, the Facebook kind of helps with that. And, bringing Mr. Paradise into the fold, he does his own projects. So not only will we have stuff from this, but we'll have his videos and things like that. And I'm curious to see what we do with you and the green screens here. And, well, I don't have them up right now.
Okay.
You're looking around.
No, yeah, I was looking at, I'm trying to look around. Okay, where do I gotta?
We gotta hang.
We
have other rooms in the building that we can use and hang the green screen and all that. So
yeah, it's like a broadcasting edition of like one of the Saw movies. You just got to go to different rooms.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna graduate to the green screen room. I want to play a game.
Exactly.
Put the CPAP machine on all you want to do is the green screen.
Between Bane and the Saw Jigsaw guy, we got all kinds of creep going on, and your guy.
I just
right?
throw a
All
mask
in the
on my
mix.
3-year-old, and he just rides a tricycle around, freaks everybody out. So we got a great show planned today. We're going to talk about what's trending on TV, movies, and now music, Hannah. I said I wanted to add music into the mix, so we're going to run down some top 5 songs of the week. We're going to do remember the guy that gave up
We're still talking
everything?
about the beer.
Yeah, and he gave up all foods and everything. He only drank beer for the entirety of Lent.
Truly a hero.
So we have a final update on that guy. He come out pretty good, so we'll talk about that. A man's son locks his iPad for a very, very long time. There's a new condom out that will protect you in more than one way. We'll talk about that. The topic of the week, we're going to talk about pranks. Last show we put up, give us your best prank stories, and people responded. So we're going to talk about that, and we're going to bring a brand new topic this week for you to talk about for next week, and then we're gonna take our first break, and when we return, did you hear about this guy, James Holzhauer? He's the guy on Jeopardy.
Yeah, he's kind of hot. So yeah.
He just surpassed $1 million, I think, the other day.
Yeah, he's killing it.
He wants to go to toe.
All of a sudden he's attractive.
No.
Now that he's a millionaire. No, I want to get that. I want to get that.
You need to pull up pictures of this guy. He's really good looking.
Oh, okay. I'll be the judge of that. We'll check it out.
He wants to go toe-to-toe with another Jeopardy record holder.
Okay.
Some info came out this week about the new Disney Plus streaming service. So we'll give everybody some little bit of info on that. And Shaq is looking for some male models for a new clothing line he has. And CBD has finally made its way into fast food. We've talked about CBD a few times.
Wait, marijuana-based products just now made their way into fast food?
Well, like
It's
commercial,
CBD, though.
commercial fast food,
Okay.
like that you can buy.
Stay tuned.
Like when we were talking about Jelly Belly, the guy that made Jelly Bellies came
yeah.
up with CBD jelly beans. A couple weeks ago, we were talking about that, and of course, we can't forget before we go on the break, we'll also be talking about the Who's list with Hannah.
Oh, yeah.
Hannah's very own. So we got to
I
give
know.
Brett his own segment.
Because I'm like all about the celebrities and I know the who's of whatever. That's my
So she has
my niche.
a brand new Who's list.
It's called the Who's of whatever?
Well, it's the Who's list.
Oh, okay. She
Brought
said the
to you.
Who's of whatever, and I was like,
Brought to you by Rich Who Entertainment. So we kind of have it sponsored. So that's where the name came from.
right on.
So
Just like I know like things that you don't know that you need to know about like stuff
What
like
kind of vague response is that?
it's just like I don't know. I'm more of like the celebrity kind of thing that people don't really like care about, but I do.
she talks about
Like I'm obsessed with
Are
celebrity.
you like a
stuff.
walking version of that magazine Us Weekly?
Basically.
Okay, all right. We'll see what you got.
Entertainment is like me.
She'll do,
it's
like,
like my segment on this.
dating stuff, talk about celebrities like she talked about.
Like yeah, it's a kind
Guys'
of a,
abs.
it's a girly aspect.
Yeah, so she gives, that's where the female
That's where everyone. It's like
perspective
everyone's
comes into
favorite
play.
segment. Just
Oh,
me.
I can't wait for this.
All right, we're going to take our break and we'll be back right after this.
For all your heating and cooling needs, service, and installation, contact our friends at Complete Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, 412-513-3001. Doesn't your family deserve complete comfort?
We're back on the Todd DeFazio show right here on Idiot Radio. Hannah's here and the new guy.
The
Brett-
new guy.
Mr. Paradise. He's not
Bang,
new.
bang.
He's not new to me. He's new to the show.
No, we go back 23 years, brother.
We do go back a long time. I've been a Brett Paradise fan since before he was Brett Paradise.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
met you, and I'm a fan.
PCTV down on the north side.
Yeah, I got him hooked up in on some TV shows and stuff. And
Way back.
so I've been recruiting you for a long time to do stuff, and now we're actually doing a project together, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, this is a multi-generational process,
Yeah.
but I'm finally here.
It took 20-some years, but we're here.
That's all right.
Glad to have you, Brett.
Got a lot. I'll have a lot of knowledge, to come, chime
Telling
in.
you got to just chime in on the good stuff. He
and
has a lot of
and
good
the and
topics.
the girl, the advice, the love advice that you clearly need.
Expert.
She might need your expert opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm game.
Now, this guy we were talking before we went to the break, James Holzhauer, he's a pro sports bettor from Las Vegas. He's flying through Jeopardy, just breaking record after record, making history. And I just seen he surpassed $1 million. So, of course, somebody's having a lot of success on Jeopardy. Everybody is now talking that they want to see the WrestleMania Supercard Jeopardy matchup between Holzhauer and Ken Jennings. And you remember Ken Jennings from
I remember that
a couple
guy.
years back?
I mean,
I
you
think
could
he
just
won like
tell
$2.5 million.
Yeah, he was just, you could just tell he
dollars.
looked like an ultimate dork. So, he had like all the knowledge in the world. But yeah, that dude killed it on Jeopardy.
Yeah, so Holzhauer's on his way to beat, I think, Jennings.
I hope he does.
And like even people are chiming in, like Dan Patrick.
Really?
He asked Holzhauer if he would when he
Oh,
was
of
a
course,
guest
it had
on
to
the
get,
Dan
like,
Patrick show.
sports related.
He asked if he would go against Jennings, and he said yeah. And Jennings, he held back a little
Hesitant?
bit. He was questioned about the possible showdown and said that it would be an uphill battle against Holzhauer, and noting that Jeopardy is a young person's game, and he has not trained for the show for quite some time, so he's already kind of signing off. But he didn't say that he wouldn't go against him.
See, this is where that show that was on MTV, Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yeah.
This is where this would be a great one-on-one matchup. Holzhauer versus Ken Jennings. Because there's Ken Jennings is like late 90s, early 2000s. Am I right?
A little newer than that, maybe mid 2007,
I don't
8.
remember.
It might even be
because
newer than that.
I was of the understanding Jennings is like a previous generation, and then this Holzhauer is like the new guy.
Yeah,
and it's like a multi-generational thing.
I don't think it has to be within like 10 years though. It can't be like any older than that.
Ken Jennings was like the most popular.
Yeah, because he was the one that won the most money.
It was so good to watch Jennings interact with Trebek because Trebek was getting
he was
so annoyed.
He was just like, I cut.
Like, Ken Jennings.
Right, he's like,
again.
He won 74 straight shows. I'm trying to see the year that Ken Jennings. Ken Jennings was on Jeopardy.
See, I with Celebrity for Jeopardy, all I think of is the Saturday Night Live Celebrity Jeopardies.
With Will Ferrell.
With Will Ferrell as the host, and then having Norm Macdonald as Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
And then Daryl Hammond as Sean Connery, and then they would have somebody as a third, the third person. It would be, like Jimmy Fallon did Dave Matthews the one time, or he did Robin Williams. But either way, all I think about when I see Jeopardy is I think of Will Ferrell.
I love it on Saturday Night Live because it's like they're trying to get the answer wrong. It's not like they're smart like people in Jeopardy.
Yeah. This is the sound a doggy makes. Mr. Connery, moo. No, that's a cow. Well, that's the sound your mother made last night. So anytime I watch the actual Jeopardy, I didn't say anything.
I don't know.
Mothers make a lot of noises, so that's very vague.
2004 is when Ken Jennings was on.
Okay, that's why I said, I was way off. I was
Brett
like, within 10 years.
Was right. It was early 2000s.
Yeah, so you got, this is almost a full generation. It's the old generation versus the new generation kind of thing. But it'd be a great celebrity deathmatch, claymation to fighting at each other.
I'd like to see it. I don't know. Like Ken Jennings said, I guess it's like anything else. You got to prepare for it and train, and that's a lot of information to put in your brain.
Yeah.
That's the thing. How do you train? You just read a lot?
Yeah.
That's
pretty much it.
I'm sure that's, he probably has a wife that he has no idea how to please, but he's plenty well read. That's fine, well and good. And yeah, you're set for the rest of your life and everything, but did you have a life at all to this point other than
Ken Jennings is married. He is married. I don't know if he was married before the show, but he's currently married, so he likes girls now. I guess he has
I kind of like dorks,
million.
I really do. I have a thing for dorks, so yeah, I'd marry him in a heartbeat.
And it's $2.5 million. Dollars.
All right, go on. I'm like, all right, are we still talking about this?
Last week, the Walt Disney Company put on a presentation for its investors and shareholders with the first information about Disney Plus, like their version of like Netflix. They're going straight at Netflix with this, and they purchased Fox. So they picked up all of Star Wars. They have all of the Marvel movies, plus the Disney movies. It's crazy. So they have the entire Fox catalog, the entire Disney catalog, all the Marvel stuff, and it's just going to be crazy. They revealed the price. What's Netflix run about? $13 a month?
I thought it was $10.99, or did it go up?
Yeah, I think it's like $12. There's different tiers of it, depending on how many devices you can connect and all that. But the Disney Plus is only going to be $6.99. It's going to launch on November 12th this year. And do you think Netflix takes a big hit?
Honestly, I was going to say Netflix is definitely going to take a huge hit. But, because when I think Disney, obviously I like Disney movies, but it's like, what does it entail? Because I like action and drama, and I'd have to see what they have on it.
Well, everything that's made on Fox is going to be that Fox made in the past.
I'd have to see what's on it, because I don't know if I really like everything that's been on Fox.
Well, the Fox movies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess we'll see, but they're definitely.
The Star Wars stuff for me alone is got me sold. I think. Are you a Star Wars fan, Brett?
I was waiting to jump in on this. Look, I mean, I can sit there. My father, there's two things that my father just absolutely that's his thing. Star Wars and James Bond.
Oh, that would
okay.
Yeah.
So Star Wars and James Bond, those are his two things. We could be fighting tooth and nail. Turn it on, it's like Baby Einstein for the both of us. We could sit there,
movie marathon, and you're like, all right, all
that's
is
your
good.
thing, right? That's your
that's the thing. Yeah, he's like, Goldfinger's on. Don't talk to me. It's like, all right, man. All right, fine, whatever. And I'll sit there and watch. So I'll watch like the Star Wars.
Yeah.
But like
they're gonna do spinoffs like Monsters Inc. has something coming. They're gonna focus on some of the lesser characters from Marvel, like Loki, the Scarlet Witch, Vision, Bucky Barnes, Falcon, and Hawkeye. Like some of them may not be worthy of like a full movie, like a theater movie. So they may do like little mini series on there, and I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna at least check it out and see.
Hopefully, it's like
go.
it's a 1 month free. It's like, all right, can I cancel it? Because if I hate it, I'm canceling it.
I get bored with Netflix pretty quick.
But that's the thing. It's like I was like, I'm gonna cancel Netflix. But it's like they always come out with like new shows or like movies or new, and I'm like, I'm never gonna cancel Netflix. Like something's always coming up.
I think that there's no such thing as pay-per-view anymore. Period.
No.
On like Xfinity, like
it's on demand now.
Everything. Well, it's not.
Yeah.
It's either on demand or it'll say like streaming from on Netflix. This
you can rent or buy.
Such show.
You can download it.
And I know that sometimes that I inevitably come back to wrestling, but wrestling doesn't have pay-per-views anymore either. It's now streaming on the network.
Right.
You have to order the network.
But
you
you can still get the big ones from your cable provider, like Mania and things like that. It's like $65 now.
Yeah, you can pay $65 for this one,
or $10 for the network for a whole month.
Or $10, and you just got to buy the network for a month. Okay, fine. But it's that. That's just it. That's the new deal.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I have to tell you the real reason why we weren't here for 3 weeks, Hannah. Why? I went and auditioned for Shaquille O'Neal. He's looking for plus-size male models to be part of his.
I mean, you definitely got the gig. Please tell me you got the gig.
I unfortunately did not.
JC
Penney
models. I need plus-size models.
Teamed up with the big man to launch the Shaquille O'Neal XLG collection. But he said it's been hard finding models to fit his brand. They did a search in 3 different cities, Atlanta, Los Angeles, and Dallas. And don't worry if you didn't make it like I did. I just I submitted one online, and I'm still waiting to hear back. So fingers crossed, maybe.
Yeah, I think someone's gonna come through.
But it's gonna be through Wilhelmina Titan is gonna be the agency that represents these fat guys.
Can I just say something?
At least we didn't have to sugarcoat it and call it husky or.
Well, I think if you two, it's like a double standard. You guys can't say fat guys, but because I'm a fat guy, I can say fat guys.
I would never say that about you. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. But okay, can I just say one thing? Okay, yeah. Shaquille O'Neal. Loaded. Okay, we talked about him last week doing the freaking Papa Roach. Papa John.
He's with
Papa
John's. He does
and doing
auto
endorsement.
insurance.
Why is he doing this modeling too? He has money.
He has his own clothing line.
But why though?
Go to the general, save some time.
I really need to know Shaquille O'Neal's net worth because it's like he has to be struggling. Like, okay, I want to.
You think he's struggling or he's just banking?
Struggling?
No, I'm meaning like, why do this? Because
now he's taking
care
of his great grandkids.
Like he has a lot of money. You could just retire, let it go. But he's
fame addicted.
He keeps doing these weird things.
If the money's there, I'm taking it. I would be the same way.
And it's like there has to be some kind of like XL or whatever big.
Well,
it's like Krusty the Clown on The Simpsons. He just shills himself out for money, for anything. So Shaq is the same way because Shaq's Krusty was a gambling addict, whereas Shaq is just addicted to being famous.
Okay, this is the thing. Shaq did freaking commercials for Buick. how the hell did you
Does
fit
he
a
fit
Buick?
a Buick? Right.
He is money hungry. So all right, go on. That's okay. I'm done
But-
spieling about him because I'm like kind of hot. You have money, but whatever. To each their own.
You know what I noticed? And it's weird. Now, you've all shopped in Walmart, right?
Yeah.
You've seen what shops in Walmart.
Oh, yeah.
Why do they not have fat guy clothes
They
at
don't?
Walmart? No.
I mean, I don't.
It
look
is
for
very
fat guy-
hard for me to buy pants at Walmart.
They don't have like I don't whatever. I'm
They stop
sorry.
at like 40,
It's right next to the chocolate-covered
Are you
donuts.
X-
48. If you find a pair of 48 pants or jeans, you're lucky. It's very rare you find like a 3X shirt, and you know they're not small men shopping in there.
So then maybe there you go.
Am I stereotyping
hit up,
Walmart?
Hit up Shaq
shoppers?
O'Neal XLG.
Wait a minute. As a fat guy, are you slim shaming?
No.
Are you slim? That's
I'm just
that's
saying.
what he's doing right
No,
now.
it's
Walmart
not.
does
because
not.
there are some people that might be real. I'm telling you, there's people that I know that are really, really, really skinny, and they'll go somewhere. They're like, I find stuff that I just swim in, and it's like,
But Walmart, I mean, they're not catering to their clientele.
I mean, yeah. Look at the. Do you see the people that walk in there? Like, it doesn't matter what time of day. I'm telling you, I'm like, honey, where do you come from? It's like the wall. Literally, that's why I say.
Well, we're never going to get an endorsement from Walmart.
I'm like a hard, maybe like a 7 or no. I'm like maybe a 5 or 6, but like Walmart, I'm like a hard like 11.5.
You're a Walmart 10.
Like no, I'm like a 12.
Okay, so we do establish though that there are such things as geographical locations and your rating in terms of a female. So if you're a Walmart 10,
In
you
reality,
could be,
you're probably a 6.
You're real.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, whatever I am, but like at Walmart, I'm like I might be like a 50 there.
That's also very possible. It also depends upon the geographical location.
No, I'm
too.
telling you, I've been
because
to
a
other
Pittsburgh
locations.
Walmart 10.
So
It's
You
a lot
might
more
be-
attractive than an, say,
Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Austintown, Ohio.
I did go to CVS in LA, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, like
CVS
everyone in
in
this.
LA was like Bloomington.
It literally was like people were wearing Gucci and like all designer stuff and like gorgeous like plastic surgery.
Yeah,
skinny.
like a Pittsburgh. Yeah,
I'm
like a Pittsburgh.
Oh, wow, I'm in a CVS and I feel like I look like a 2, but
Yeah, well, that's another thing with the geographical location. You can say, yeah, of course, a Pittsburgh 8 is going to be an LA 5.
are there Walmarts in Beverly Hills?
I don't think so.
No, they don't have any of the they don't have the real estate because everything's all laid out there, and even with that, there's still the houses.
I would be like in the negative there.
I think we all would. Anybody from Pittsburgh. I mean, come on. I love the city. But you go out to LA, but then again, they're also all carved up and nice by the nice plastic surgeon people out
Right.
there. So, I mean, when you have 20, think about it this way. They have 24-hour dietitians, 24-hour a day personal trainers. They've got, tanning beds every 20 feet, hair removal, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you have all the tools in your workshop to create the fine machine. Whereas we don't have the time nor the access in other places.
You know what I bet they don't have over there in LA?
What?
A Carl's Jr.
Oh.
They don't?
I don't think so. Maybe.
I was in LA and I never went to In-N-Out Burger. And
Carl-
I'm like, wow.
Oh.
Carl's Jr. is officially making itself the first fast food chain to test an infused burger, a CBD infused burger. They tested it and they're calling it the Rocky Mountain High Cheeseburger Delight. And it was only available on 420. But it's the sauce that they put on there.
Oh, I was a day early then.
But it's CBD though, so it's like, but you're not.
CBD doesn't. We've talked about this before. Does nothing for me. I have
But
it.
like it's supposed to help with like pain.
I have it in pill
headaches
form.
or
I have it
whatever.
in liquid form. I have it
Anxiety.
in creams. It does nothing for me. Works the first time.
You just might have to take it by like the gallon or something.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, so they put 5 milligrams of CBD in the sauce, of every burger.
So they're trying to claim they got
Happy Meals.
But
Look.
It's also has pepper jack cheese, pickles, jalapeno,
That
and
sounds
crisp cut fries, and the Santa Fe sauce is what has the CBD in it.
Look, if I'm going to Carl's
secret sauce.
Yeah, look, if I'm going to Carl's Jr., I'm already high. I don't need to get extra high.
But you don't. That's the thing with CBD. You don't get high off of it.
But no, he's saying like you would only go to that place because our food's gross. So why are we coming here? Because we want something greasy and fast and.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever been to a Carl's.
I don't think I've ever been. Are they still around?
Carl's
like
Jr.'s?
Not here in Pittsburgh, I don't think.
Not
Maybe
in
like
Pittsburgh.
Washington, maybe.
I think the closest one that I know of is in Morgantown.
Okay.
Which makes sense that it would be in Morgantown because, yeah, you got to be high to be in Morgantown.
I mean, that is West Virginia, so.
Well,
is it?
Yeah.
This is a very important part of the show right now. It is now time for the Who's list with Hannah, brought to you by Rich Who Entertainment.
Hey. Ew.
DJs for all occasions give Rich and his staff a call for a free estimate and a tailor-made package that fit all your entertainment needs. 412-266-1266. Tell them that the Todd DeFazio show and Hannah sent you. And we had to put that disclaimer in there. The reason that Rich Who Entertainment is not, because we talked about the DJ before the show, in the beginning of the show, the reason that Rich Who Entertainment is not DJing my wedding is because he is the best man in my wedding. I have two best men, my son, Anthony, and Mr. Rich Mudd from Rich Who Entertainment are my best man in the wedding.
I remember Mr. Mudd. He's a good man.
So he's the official sponsor of the Who's Who list with Hannah. So what are we talking about today, Hannah?
We are talking about signs the person you just started dating is dating multiple other people. I just read that, and that's like, okay, this is hashtag me.
Really? This has happened to you before?
I mean, this is like literally all the time.
Yeah?
I'm just not meeting the right men.
Number 5 on the list of signs that the person you have just started dating is dating multiple people, according to Ranker.com.
5 is you've never met any of their friends.
So
it's kind of sad.
Okay, that if you haven't known that, for Chris Rock in 1999, he released the song "No Sex in the Champagne Room." One of the lines that he has in it, he says, "If you've been dating a man for 4 months and you haven't met any of his friends, you are not his girlfriend." He said that 20 years ago. He's a prophet.
But there's been guys, and that's the thing, though. Yeah, I've met like
I'm working on my Chris Rock, by the way.
Okay.
I've met people's friends and stuff, but yeah, that's kind of sad. I think I'm 32, so maybe the people listening are younger, and I need to like give them advice and like, you know, I'm older, so I need to like give them my wisdom.
Number 4.
4 is it's rare that they invite you out. Ooh.
So you just have like hookups at home, like
they're like, come over.
Netflix and chill.
Hang out and watch a movie.
I hate that. It's like, oh, let's do something. I actually am kind of talking to this guy. He stopped talking to me. Now we're talking again because he was like, sorry, I've been really busy. We're supposed to do something Saturday. Swear to God, if this guy's like, just come over, I'm going to be like, no.
You're gonna be like,
actually,
no.
I'll probably say like, yeah, but okay.
Ah!
All right, number 3. They're slowly decreasing their contact with you. That's what they do. They ghost. That's what guys do. They get what they want and they ghost you.
I'm like, I got out of the dating scene before ghosting had like a term. I guess it's happened. It happened to me, but it was never really like, had never had like a term. And
ghosting?
It's a thing, and it sucks.
Whoa.
I don't ghost. I will literally tell a guy, like, look.
Oh, you don't know what ghosting is, Brad?
Not into you, like, not feeling it. And I don't understand why guys can't do the same thing that I'm doing. I will tell you, look, I'm not really interested, or, you know, just say something. We're
not that complicated, though.
Some people don't care that much.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, ignoring you is the best route to go. You could literally be like, you know what, I really don't like you at all, and it sucks, but women would most appreciate that more than anything. Just saying, guys listening out there.
Yeah, but it's really not that hard. I mean, how are you not taking the hint though? Because it's just one
because
of those
they'll
things
still say things, and then eventually it's like, oh, out of nowhere, it's like, whoa, things were I thought going good. That's what I thought, and then just silence.
Okay, number 2, signs the person you just started dating is dating multiple people other than you. According to Ranker.com, Hannah, go ahead.
They don't let you touch their phone.
I think anybody in a relationship that doesn't let you touch their phone.
I've been engaged twice. My last ex-fiance, I had my literally my finger chip like printed so I can go on his phone.
Okay.
I don't know why. Like, I was like, all right, if you want me to.
People that always have their phone face down, they always say they have something to hide.
Oh, I've done that with my ex recently. Like, I'll be over his place, and I'm like,
because he's
like,
ex.
well, exactly. I'm like, well, because it's like you don't want to like make them like upset. So yeah, yep.
Yeah, I'm not trying to outdo you in any way, shape, or form. I really am not. But I've been engaged 3 times.
Oh wow!
I really felt bad. I felt bad. I was like, should I say it? Should I say it? Because then I'm going to feel.
You're making me feel really good about myself right now.
I mean, my 20s were a trip. That's all I'm going to say on that as far as that goes. But look, I don't want anybody touching my phone. That's
See,
like,
I don't care.
That's the one. And for guys, that might be the last bastion of.
Yeah, but
really, any guy I've ever dated, I would not care if they looked at my phone or one. I would not.
Yeah,
care
once
at all.
you're at a
Would
point where
care.
you're
like,
comfortable
hey,
in the
go on
relationship.
my email. Go literally do whatever you want to do. I would not care at all. I would never care that any relationship I've ever been with. Here's my phone. Here you go.
Oh yeah,
but then it would be the other way around. I'm like, let me see your phone. They're like, yeah, they sucked.
Well, because there's going to be, from a female's perspective or from a guy's perspective, the female is going to see, for God's sake, you're going to see like the one picture, of some floozy that took you, when you were out at the bar taking a picture selfie, like with the kissy face or something.
They
like,
say,
oh, who in God's name is that? Who's that? Oh, that's Christy. Oh, Christy. Where'd you meet Christy? Da 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 da.
I'm
different.
Thinking,
I gotta answer all these questions.
I've met like my ex's. I'll be so cool with them. Like I could see a picture like that. I would be cool. Like I would just have to talk to them.
They say
most girls are crazy.
The true test in a relationship is to swap phones for a day.
Oh wow!
They say, I mean. Where I'm at in life and in the relationship I'm in now, I could do it
for a whole year.
No, I got business things I have to deal with.
Yeah, true. Maybe like a couple days.
Yeah, I could do it. In the past, previous relationships, no.
That's good. That's when you know you have.
Once I put the ring on her finger, everything, that's that whole world changes.
You gotta lock her in.
I don't want anybody touching my phone if for no other reason than my crossword puzzle and my Sudoku game that I get to play. I don't want anybody. I want that. Give me that back. Other than that, I don't care.
My search history, my
search history is like if they looked at that. I mean, no, it wouldn't be bad.
It's for show prep stuff.
Probably questioning like why is she?
Yeah, it's for dumb stuff like let's look at fat kids falling off diving boards.
Like
I look
up weird. Like I look up weird stuff. I'll be like celebrity, like plus net worth. Like I look up weird stuff during the day. So they're like, why is she looking up? Or like, is Jesus real? Like just weird stuff like that. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, she's just looking up the
number one reason why the person you just started dating is dating multiple other people.
You've never been introduced as their boyfriend or girlfriend.
Yeah, I've had that happen.
I've had that before, and I've met people, and they're like, "This is my friend, Hannah." I'm like, "Oh, I'm your friend. I'm your friend. Okay,
your friend."
Yeah, but socially speaking, you pretty much know what's going on. Like you know.
No, it depends. There's situations
showing up to a place arm in arm. I'm like, okay, she's stooping that guy. Okay, fine, whatever.
I think social media should have been in that top 5 too.
Oh, for sure.
Like if they don't put pictures on social media.
Yeah.
Or if
why are you liking this girl's
official?
picture? Why are you following?
No, I mean like if they don't put a picture with you
exactly
on there.
But my last ex recently, like, he really did not like pictures at all. We were really, like, private, and we did have a good relationship until we didn't. But, like, he really never liked pictures and stuff, but it wasn't like it affected our relationship.
Yeah.
So
I had a girl that I was dating years ago. This is back in 2011, and this is before I had Facebook, the app on the phone. This is 2011, so it's still a lot has changed. All I had access to was on a PC, on a personal computer. Like, so I didn't check the computer every day.
Yeah.
Because you had to wait for it to start up. I just didn't always check it. She sent a relationship request for Facebook. She sent I hadn't checked Facebook in 3 days. I walk over to the apartment. I'm like, hey, babe, what's going on? And she's like, what the hell? Am I dead to you? Am I dead to you? Are you embarrassed of me? The hell are you? I'm going, what the hell are you talking about? I spent the next hour and a half to try and explain to her. I'm like, I don't live by social media.
Yeah, girls do, though, because I've been there's times before I'm like, we're not
pre-app.
We're not Facebook official.
Oh, for God's sake.
What am I to you? What am I to you? I'm just a freaking use me over and over again.
Like I already told you, we're exclusive. We're exclusive.
No, I swear to God, there's something wrong with us. There really is.
You're dead. Oh, I'm dead. She's like, she actually said, oh, am I dead to you? I'm like, no, I don't care. I'm here right now. I had dinner in hand. She almost slapped it out of my hands. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Gotta get that Facebook official.
Yeah,
the makeup smush smush later that night was fantastic.
I love how he just calls it smush smush.
Oh Jesus!
Let's take a break. When we come back, we're gonna get a final update on the guy who drank nothing but beer for Lent. We've been following this guy pretty hard.
I can be your hero, baby.
A man's son locks his iPad for a very long time. There's a new condom, which is pretty cool. That they protects you in more than one way, not just in a sexual way. It's going to protect you in another way. And then we're going to break into our topic of the week, where this week was all about pranks, and then we'll be launching another prank or another topic going into next week. It's the Todd DeFazio Show with Hannah and Brett. We'll be back right after this.
Looking for a DJ for your next party, corporate event, wedding, or special occasion? Contact Rich Who Entertainment, the official DJ of Idiot Radio. For a free quote and information, give them a call at 412-266-1266. That's 412-266-1266. Rich Who Entertainment, DJs for all occasions.
We're back on the Todd DeFazio Show. A little different vibe here today. Brett Paradise, third mic in the studio.
Yeah.
And as always, Hannah's here.
Oh, I'm working it out. Yeah.
Brett's dancing to the music.
Do they hear the music too?
I always wanted to be a hype man.
I
always wanted to be for a hip hop show, just to be the guy that just walks around with the microphone, just every fourth word. Yeah.
I feel like that's me when my kids are getting yelled at by their mom, and she's in the back. She's blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, you heard her. You know what she said.
Listen to your mother.
A final update on the guy from Ohio that.
Oh yeah.
Easter was just this past week. He lost 44 pounds over Lent. The 43-year-old Del Hall says he feels like he's in his 20s. And all he did, he basically lost a little over a pound a day just because he drank beer. Nothing but beer all day and a little bit of water, they said, remember?
Yeah.
Well, you have to. You would die. I think you could actually die.
It wasn't like typical, he wasn't drinking like
something where it was like bread infused beer or something.
Yeah, it had a lot of nutrients and stuff. So it was almost like meal replacement beer.
Yeah, a meal replacement beer.
Meal replacement beer?
Sign me up.
It was something that monks did.
If you could put a Permane sandwich in a beer somehow, in theory, yeah, I could see that. I could go for that.
I'm sure they're working on that somewhere.
Oh, my Lord.
This writer for The New Yorker was accidentally locked out of his iPad for 49 years after his 3-year-old son repeatedly keyed in the wrong password. He posted a screenshot of a message stating to wait nearly 26 million minutes before trying again. According to Apple, if you do consecutive wrong entries, it erases the device's content.
What? How does that happen?
The only way to retrieve the data is backup or a cloud or whatever. So,
you mean not one of those geniuses at the store couldn't figure out how to get them out of it?
Well, for every wrong, because they assume somebody's stealing your device.
Oh, so if you can't answer
so
whatever
for
the
every
questions.
wrong attempt, it deletes more and more off of your device. So
wow, that sucks.
Yeah.
So he's in jail. He's like in jail for life in terms of social.
Well, that iPad is shot. I mean, there's nothing he can do unless they have it on a cloud somewhere.
They have to. Yeah.
You got to duct tape some M80s to that pad and just blow it up. Just you know what? Start anew.
This kid just wanted to watch Baby Shark. No, I can't.
Oh, God, please, no. That's a reason. That's probably like, please, never open this iPad ever again. I understand if that's the case.
Oh, my Lord.
So, before we went to break, I was telling you about this new condom that was created by an Argentinian sex toy company. Basically, they're calling it the consent condom. It takes 4 sets of hands to open the package, thus making it so like.
So it's like, okay, you're gonna be like, hey,
proof of consent.
Like, hey, 2 of you people, hey, we're gonna have sex. You guys have to.
The girl and the guy have to use, but they have to use 2 hands each to open it. So that shows proof of consent. Which, if I was a professional athlete and single, I would probably use this.
But I feel like how is that?
Would it hold up in court?
When
though?
I was looking at this, I thought it meant like 4 hands, meaning like
the
guy,
and
like 2 other people.
No, the girl and the guy.
Now
hey,
that is the party I want to go to.
No, but they're like, hey, yeah, they're hooking up. They consent to it. I thought that's what it was, but
no,
how is that consent? That's still like you could be drunk or whatever, but like, oh yeah, let's do it, and then like, oh wait, no, I didn't want to do it.
So you don't think it would hold up in court because
no,
the girl can change her mind at the last minute.
Not at all. It has to literally be like.
Well, then just put the condom over her full rocks glass.
I was just like, yeah, okay, all right. What's your name? What's the date? Okay, I'm recording you right now and sign it. Because,
I mean,
that's
gotten
stupid.
that bad for like people.
It's bad. It's
famous
bad.
people. It's gotten that bad.
I'm telling you, I feel like you have to have a video camera and everything at all times, or something.
Yeah, it's become one of those things that I know that a lot of athletes, that they have when they go to have parties at their at their houses and at their they have
people sign stuff.
Coach, like they have at the door before you walk into that party. A, you sign. B, you leave your mobile device right there.
That does happen. I think my friend, she lived in California, and she was at a party with McLovin. McLovin was there.
Nice.
And like she had to sign something. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, who doesn't want
McLovin? Like
I want to make it that big where people have to sign a waiver.
Exactly.
To be at a party with
Wait,
me.
you're at a party with me? Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Todd DeFazio show's here?
Can't say anything about this party.
All right, let's sign waivers.
But I was like, what's happening at these parties?
Yeah, they have to sign.
Back in the
I'd
mid-
be nervous if I was at a party where I had to sign a waiver.
I know,
like, what's
right?
going down here?
Am I literally signing my life? Like, you might die at this party, but okay, yeah, I'm gonna sign. I'm going in.
Yeah, you know.
Cool.
Well,
yeah, let's go.
Yeah, it's because it's like, oh my God, Roethlisberger's there, or
Yeah.
It becomes that stigma that they have to protect themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, in their defense.
If you walk in the bathroom with Roethlisberger, you have to sign this sheet. No, I'm just too.
No, I'm seriously. Wait, is that?
I shouldn't say that.
No, I thought you were serious. I was like, yeah, that's a thing.
When he first started his rookie year, You used to be able to see him down at where Matrix was at. It wasn't Banana Joe's.
I used to see him
Margarita Mamas.
Margarita Mamas.
Yep.
That's where all the guys. That's where they would.
But then look, after he got in trouble, he became more guarded.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunately because that's a lot of girls. A lot of girls will go to parties or will go to those social situations with the full intent of getting pregnant and getting money, or whatever whatever the case may be.
So we kind of got off track there. So Hannah, do you like, from a female's perspective, do you like the idea of the consent condom?
No, I think it's stupid because you could still be drunk and still like, I'm gonna, you know what I mean?
You just change your mind too.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so no means no. Still, if you even do the consent condom,
it's stupid. I feel like you have to have other people present to like watch.
Until I've heard your point of view, I thought maybe this would hold up in court, but I agree. Okay, you sold me.
Yeah.
We're gonna go right into the topic of the week. The best prank ever played on you, or the best prank you've ever played on someone else. I'm sure Brett's going to have a story for this. But we'll go right into the the ones that were sent into the show. A guy by the name of Joe sent into the Todd DeFazio Show Facebook page. He PM'd it right in the inbox there. And if you don't like the Todd DeFazio Show Facebook page, please do. And you get to see a lot of videos and a lot of things we talk about on the show. He said in elementary school, a group of kids managed to convince him that the new bathroom passes were called blowjobs. Predictably, the next time I had to pee, I went to the teacher and I asked for a blowjob.
Oh my God.
I even took this.
Please tell me this had to be like in the 90s, because if this happened now, like you'd be like,
even if they were like in like first grade, they'd be in trouble. They'd be expelled. Specifically, the reason for the blowjob was he had to pee, and
that's
terrible. It ended up.
But that's awesome.
About as well as you could expect. So,
all right, let's call your mother right now.
Another guy, listener named Rob, he called the Anytime line, and he said he put clear. The Anytime line, by the way, is 412-407-SHOW. You can call anytime, whether we're on the show live or we're not. You can just leave a message. If it's something that's show relevant or good, we'll put it on the show. Or if you leave your number and we feel like we want to put you on the show, we'll call you and bring you on the show. But Rob put clear plastic wrap over the toilet seat and slipped his brother a laxative and did not end up with it wasn't a very clean prank, he said.
When you like notice the plastic wrap, wouldn't he be like trying to like put something and like smacking it so it can like
I don't know.
Well, you know there's plastic wrap. Like if you had to like go, he probably just like put his foot down in it like, whoo, gotta go.
I don't know, but man, that would
that's kind of
using clear plastic wrap.
But you would see it though.
Well,
like if you have to go, you're gonna be like, all right, I'm
underneath
literally
the seat.
So
that you know.
But still, you wouldn't. You still kind of see.
And
it
if you're in a hurry, it's not gonna matter. You're just sitting down and.
Honestly, I would just go on it, and then I would like, all right, this is going in the toilet.
Another listener named Bill got fired from his job on April Fool's Day in 2005 because he filled cream donuts with mayonnaise and gave it to his coworkers.
I've heard people do that.
Oh my God,
that's disgusting. I've heard people do that.
Oh God.
This one is my favorite of all the ones we got in our inbox and on our email, idiotradionet@gmail.com. Dan said he downloaded a remote control app on his smartphone, and he kept messing with his mother-in-law by changing the channel and turning the TV off and on. He said, "Mumsy pooped her pants."
Oh, man.
This is it.
There you go.
I was gonna say these pranks are awfully fecal filled.
I feel like poop makes people happy and it makes people laugh.
Hannah didn't pick them. I didn't see her for 3 weeks, so I ended up picking them. So they were the ones I liked the most. Hannah might have picked a few different ones.
Well,
no, I appreciate like everyone loves bathroom humor. I'm sorry if you don't have a pulse. I'm sorry.
No. That's good. I do like the plastic wrap idea, although I did one time. For plastic wrap. I took some plastic wrap and I put it over the cat door, the little kitty door. Put it flush, and I go, "Hey, Snowball, Snowball!"
You pranked your cat.
I have 2 cats. I would never do that.
he just burped. He fell
That's
right
messed
back.
up.
He ran right into it and just burped. It just fell right back.
That's terrible, Brett.
It's not cruelty. I mean, I fed him right after that. I was like, "Oh, buddy." I petted him. He was fine.
The show topic of the
Still
week
funny.
is your way to be a part of the show. You can call our anytime line, like I said earlier, 412-407-SHOW. You can inbox us on Facebook, the Todd DeFazio Show on Facebook, or you could just email us at idiotradionet@gmail.com. And next week, we got another great topic for you. This actually came from a listener named Jen. She gave us a suggestion.
Oh, yeah?
What's the most embarrassing thing your kids under 5 have said or done in public?
Well, I can't. I have cats. So, yeah, we need to see people that have kids.
So don't forget
I know a lot of people with kids, so I'll let them know.
I got a
Call on in.
Don't forget to include your contact information. If we like your story, we will give you a call live on the air, and we'll bring you on the show. Let's take our last break, and we're going to talk about what's trending on TV and movies.
Oh.
It's the Todd DeFazio Show with Brett and Hannah, and we'll be back right after this.
You're listening to Idiot Radio, taking it to the edge and back.
Looking for a creative idea for meetings, business lunches, and special events? Call Spiels on Wheels, food truck and catering, and take the stress away. For more information, call them at 724-244-9881 or on Facebook at facebook.com/spielson.wheels.
We're back for the last break of the Todd DeFazio Show. I can't believe my voice is I sound pubescent.
I feel like you think you sound. It's not as bad as you think it is.
You feel like it feels like you're crawling across the finish line.
And every once in a while it cracks.
Peter, it's either when I said Scooby, it might be Peter Brady.
Peter Brady, yeah. A Time to Change. Remember that song?
Yeah.
So this is the segment where we talk about what's trending in TV and movies. This is probably my favorite segment of the show. We got to give Brett a segment, maybe like the craziest story of the week. Maybe we could bring.
I can give you a couple of good ones.
So maybe next week we'll do that.
For
we'll
sure.
Bring you with your crazy story of the week.
Paradise Alley or something like that. And I'll just give you a random story about me, puking at the Overlook or something after a party. I don't know. I'm throwing it out there, man. I got some good ones.
Well, if you got a suggestion of what Brett's segment should be, give us a call, 412-407-SHOW, and let us know what you think on the Anytime line. And we'll run the suggestions by each other and come up with the best thing for the show.
I mean, look. If you're coming up with suggestions for something I can contribute as part of it, I mean, look, I've been engaged 3 times, and I've literally traveled around the world. So, you can...
Maybe
I can give you something
do
there.
Like a man on the street kind of thing.
Well, whatever. It's going to be fantastic, and I'm not just a man on the street. I'm above the street.
There's that VIP appearance again.
Yes, I am VIP material. I don't understand what V, I, or P stands for, but it doesn't matter because it'll be my segment. Fantastic.
Huge.
Absolutely huge.
Well, talk about huge. Monsters, Inc., they're bringing a TV show to the Disney Plus network, like we talked about earlier. They're headed. It should be coming out next year sometime, maybe next spring. Billy Crystal and John Goodman are both reprising their roles as Mike and Sully, and there'll be a bunch of new characters and things like that. But look for that on the Disney Plus network. Sequels. There's a long-awaited sequel that is in pre-production. Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall have rejoined forces, and there's pre-production pictures circulating for Coming to America 2.
Wow.
Did you see Coming to America 1, Hannah?
Yeah.
Because you're significantly younger than I am. Brett's like kind of in the middle of us.
No, but I feel like I don't know. Like my dad loved Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
So like all of his movies I saw growing up, and I've always really, really liked that one. So I don't know how.
You must be out of your mind. Joe Louis, the greatest boxer ever lived. He batted Cash Clay. He batted Sugar Ray. He batted the Hoodoo Doo Boy. Mike Tyson looked like a bulldog. He don't whip his Mike Tyson ass. He whip all that. I've seen the show. I've seen the movie a couple times.
Brett's reenacting the movie right here in the studio.
Impressive.
I mean, I could go front to back on the original.
That's
Coming
one of
to
the
America.
greatest movies ever.
Absolutely.
James
Sexual
Earl Jones
Chocolate.
is still alive.
He is. He's in his 80s, but he is one of the people signed on to be there. King Joffrey.
Oh, James Earl Jones is in?
Yeah.
Sold.
Right? I mean,
Sold.
I didn't know that's crazy.
Because he just did. Didn't he just do the semi like animated Lion King?
Well, the live action
Lion King.
Yeah, I guess that's all CGI.
But I mean, he's still around. The fact that he's still around,
right? And I'm sure he has some Darth Vader stuff coming. Because I feel like there's going to be some Darth Vader stuff in.
You're gonna. I might have to have Papa Paradise come and give me the lowdown on that because he's the Star Wars guy.
Oh my God! Wait, this next one though. Oh my God!
But there really isn't anybody that else is confirmed for that movie. I know Mr. McDowell, John Amos. He is not confirmed. And I know TMZ keeps putting a microphone in his face, and he's like, "I'm not confirmed yet."
Oh, come on!
Oh,
do you remember, what was
Mr.
McDowell's famous line from that movie? Can you say it? Do you remember it?
Well, I remember
I've seen it like
him
3
talking
times.
about like
He's
we're not McDonald's, we're McDowell's.
Yeah, no,
we got the Big Mac. I got the Big Mick.
Right, you went there. I think of the part where he's like, Lisa, when I say he got his own money, he got his own money.
Look, yeah.
So yeah, the release date's August 7th, 2020, right before
that would
8 days before my wedding.
Oh my Lord!
Wow.
Yeah. So maybe we do the bachelor party.
Oh my! You
Movie
got
theater.
Sexual Chocolate to play. There,
Sexual Chocolate.
You don't need a DJ. You got Sexual Chocolate. Reverend
That's
Brad.
a bachelor party. Going to see
That
this
boy
movie.
good. That
Because
boy
they have
good.
the movie
he
theaters
looked
that you can
terrible.
drink there.
See, I know that Todd and I could go quote.
I love
like
that
the whole movie.
That's one of my top 3 all-time favorites.
Absolutely.
It's a classic.
Absolutely.
Rumored Kevin Hart could be in that movie.
I just wonder
possibly
did they-
playing, the son.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Because I was like,
Hakeem and
I do like him.
Lisa McDowell's son.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Maybe.
so they're
'Cause I just feel
going
like
in
he's
real
just
time.
like-
They're going
Yeah,
in real
okay,
time.
okay.
Yeah, it's what 30-some
So
years.
30
after.
years
Okay.
later. Okay.
That would be really good.
that has potential, but has to be R-rated, just like the original one.
Right.
Has to be
Well,
R.
it will be.
Don't
Why
try-
wouldn't it be?
Well, and here's my point. When they did Dumb and Dumber 2,
Right.
not the one with Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey in it.
The
When they
prequel.
not the prequel, but when they made it PG-13, and they waited like at least
Too long.
10 years too long.
Right.
And it was PG-13.
I didn't
it
realize
was
that.
not, and it was just it was one of the few movies I ever walked out early.
Are you talking about Dumb and Dumber 2?
Yeah,
Dumb and
the one
Dumber.
with Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels.
I really like that.
Really?
I thought it was funny.
Frida Felcher.
Yeah.
It still had like the moments. It wasn't as good, but it was still.
I thought a lot of it was forced.
Yeah,
versus the
it
first
just
one.
it came way too late too. And I just
But like we all wanted it though, so I was like, I will grasp any aspect of Dumb and Dumber I can have.
Right.
well, good point, but
Hannah, are you a Grease fan?
That's what I was just saying. This is like I'm so excited for this.
Really?
My first literally vinyl album was
The Grease soundtrack?
No, it was of Olivia Newton-John. My first vinyl
Did
album.
you ever scratch it
because
and
I
be
was
like,
so obsessed with Grease.
Grease, lightning. No?
No, my first vinyl album. So I was. I don't know when that came out.
I don't know why.
But
that's the timing.
I have literally seen. I think growing up, Grease is like probably for me like definitely in top 5. And like I didn't know how they're gonna do this, and I'm gonna judge it so badly because Grease is a classic. Grease 2 sucked. So I don't know what they're gonna do because I feel like you can't. It's a classic, and it's like I've probably seen that movie at least 100 times.
Yeah.
Just based on your female nature alone, are you like genetically predisposed to saying Grease?
No,
because I'm not saying it's a bad movie.
I'm telling you, it's good. My dad loves the movie. My mom loves the movie. Like it's the whole soundtrack. I mean,
well, we kind of got off track there, but Grease is greenlit for a prequel called Summer Loving, and I guess it's going to surround itself around how Danny and Sandy met and spent the summer together. What's going to do it? What's going to make or break this movie is the cast.
I was going to say, who's playing them?
Right.
Like, I need answers.
Who's going to play them? Because that'll make or break the movie. I think she will be very easy to cast, but he is so unique.
I'm thinking, honestly, I don't know why.
Who would you dream cast? No.
You scare me.
No.
You scare me because I was about to say
honestly,
Zac Efron.
I'm trying to think of a girl. What? You don't think Zac Efron?
He does not look like Travolta at all.
He could make it, though. Like, he could. I'm just thinking High School Musical.
I don't think it has to be necessarily about
maybe
the exact
they're gonna cast Dwayne The Rock Johnson. No,
like, I would, honestly, I was
when
thinking,
in doubt, Dwayne Johnson.
Olivia Newton-John, I was thinking, like, Margot Robbie, but I'm like, she might be a little, like, I think it has to be younger than that.
Yeah. It has to be younger.
But I don't know, like, a young blonde actress, like a real young one that, like, could play it.
Then you go someone fresh.
I think as soon as we are done in the studio tonight, I will be binge watching Cobra Kai season 2. It comes out, I think, tonight at midnight. So I will be watching every episode between tonight and until the sun comes up.
Okay, I'm sitting in first row class here.
You want to?
What is this Cobra Kai? I gotta know.
Oh my gosh!
No, please,
you know what?
Indulge me.
You were in the hospital last year. You missed season 1.
Okay, so I got to binge watch this too.
It's a YouTube, the YouTube TV network, and basically Cobra Kai takes place 30 years after the Karate Kid, and you see more of Johnny's point of view, his life, how it was affected after
the loss,
after the crane kick and the loss, and then you see Daniel and where his life is, and then Johnny kind of brings back the Cobra Kai. And then at the cliffhanger of season, I'm not spoiling anything for anybody because if you've seen the trailers for season 2.
But we haven't, but go on.
The rumors are John Kreese was dead, but at the end of season 1, the big cliffhanger was John Kreese was in the Cobra Kai dojo and Johnny walks in. And
okay.
So that was the big cliffhanger.
That's a nice spin. It's a nice concept for a spinoff.
I'm super excited. They did such a great job. It was so well written. If you're a Karate Kid fan, you got to watch it.
Okay, all right. This is something I got to get updated on. Okay,
and you can just watch it on your phone because it's YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen my phone? Come on. I'll just
phone.
I graduated. I graduated to a touchscreen, and then 2 days later, I'm in the hospital. So I don't even know how to use.
So this is kind of interesting. I saw a star-studded group of people are coming together to make for ABC an All in the Family and Jefferson's live TV event. Jimmy Kimmel and legendary producer Norm Lear are going to host this and be executive producers. It's going to be a 90-minute live production of All in the Family and a spin-off of the Jeffersons with, guess who's playing Archie Bunker?
Who?
Oh,
Woody Harrelson is going to play Archie Bunker.
Okay.
He's one of my favorite actors.
And George Jefferson's going to be played by Jamie Foxx.
Excellent.
I can see that.
So
excellent.
They're going big across the board. I don't have the full cast list yet, but it's going to take place on ABC on May 22nd, which is kind of, I don't know how they're going to do All in the Family because All in the Family was racist.
That was one of the most you watch one episode of that. Because he calls black people. He's like, oh, no, there's colors.
Yeah.
Like, No.
I think they're gonna switch it up to like real time.
They'll do more PC friendly.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's going to be interesting because that's a very fine line.
But Jefferson's was just as bad too because didn't he call
Honky?
He called him a honk.
Yeah. So
but I think Honky should make a comeback.
Oh my God!
Someone called me a cracker the other day at work. It was like, what was it? Oh wait, yeah, we say that we have the crab crackers. They're like, where are the crackers at? And we're like, right here. We don't take offense to it. Yeah.
I was gonna break the glass on you. Curious how much they tame the Jeffersons and mainly All in the Family down. I want to Edith.
Well,
it's
going
to
be on ABC, right?
Yeah.
So
Disney owned.
You want to believe that they'll tote the line, but I got this feeling.
I got to send a shout out to my buddy Scott McCoskey. He I used to call him in high school. I used to call him Archie at track practice. I'd be like, "Hey Archie!" I can't do it because I don't have a voice, but I do a pretty good.
Hey
Edith.
Archie!
I do a pretty good Edith impersonation, and every once in a while he'll message me on Facebook and he'd be like, "In high school, why did you always call me Archie?" And I have no idea why. I just always did. I don't remember, but I just wanted to send Scott he listens to the show. I wanted to send him a shout out.
Scott, I haven't seen him in years since he worked at Red Robin.
Good guy. We'll have to bring him in studio sometime.
No doubt.
And now the last part of the show, before my voice completely craps to bed, the top 5 songs of the week. And I kind of like put them together in this like really fast clip. So we can talk about what we like, don't like. I think it's a pretty good top 5 this week. Let's see. We'll start
I'll
here.
be the judge.
You ready? Halsey, Without Me, number 5. I don't like this one. 7 Rings, Ariana Grande. Hannah likes that one. This is my favorite song. Post Malone, Wow. And then at number 2, Sunflower from Spider-Man Into the...
I
number
hate
1,
this song.
Town Road.
I hate this song. Horses in the
You don't like the Old Town Road?
I do not like country.
My kids love this song.
The horses in the and it's like a rap. I hate it.
Did you ever hear it without auto-tune?
I did not. Does it sound awful?
It's terrible.
That's why I don't like top 40. I like artists that people don't really know about. I do like mainstream artists, but this is why I don't
favorite
like
song
top 40.
though has to be that Post Malone Wow.
Wow's good.
That's probably my favorite song.
Yeah, that's a good one. But I do like Halsey.
My kids like Sunflower because it's in the Spider-Verse movie.
Of course.
So especially my 3-year-old, he for some reason loves that song, and I have no idea why. Did you see Spider-Verse, Brett?
What's it? Which one?
It's a Spider-Man movie. It's a cartoon.
Oh no,
movie.
I haven't seen it. I am so far behind on the Spider-Man things. I have no. I haven't seen anything since Macho Man and Bonesaw. That's how bad. That's how far behind I am on the Spider-Man stuff. Because I already have really bad arachnophobia. So just saying
like spiders.
Oh God. Oh no.
I feel a bit coming on.
Yeah,
the future.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. If she pulled up a picture of a spider, I'd have to run out the door. Yeah, you want a funny bit? No, I'm serious. I swear. That's what I mean. I'm sorry. Did I? Okay.
So
I don't like spiders either.
Have you the Old Town Road? I don't. Billy Ray Cyrus sounds. He sounds so old in this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've listened to the one with him a little bit, but that song.
Do you know why they
terrible.
put him in the remix?
Why?
Because they couldn't get the song on the country charts, so they got Billy Ray.
I'm telling you, if people think that's hip hop, I'm like, put that on a country. When I heard that, and it was like, I have Apple Music, and it was like, this is the #1 trending song. I listened to it, and I'm like, this is a rap artist, and it's a country rap song.
Rappers always try to break in the country, though, all the time.
I know.
They've been doing that since
Nelly.
Nelly did it with Tim McGraw back in 2004.
Yeah.
So this is nothing. This is not a new.
Oh no, it's bad. It's real bad.
Somebody else did it recently too.
It's really bad. I'll play it for you after this.
I guess I got to start listening to the top 40.
No, you don't.
Do you think we should do the music thing more often?
Yes, definitely, because I want to judge everything that comes.
I need
my
to.
way.
I need to start keeping. Yeah, because I want to keep relevant. Because the only thing that I had heard was the Ariana Grande song.
That's the only one on the whole. That's the one Hannah likes. That's the one on the countdown that I don't like.
I
Seven
don't.
Rings.
Is that the one? She's like, I want it. I got it.
My
Got it.
hair, just bought it.
You got it? No, you do that to fish.
I don't know.
You know.
I think that's
that's
this
how
trout.
the show. I got it.
That's how we're ending it.
I almost said Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
Brett Paradise
Close.
says he gets it like a fish.
This trout, I got it. This grouper, I got it. I
That's
just
how it goes.
Huh?
That's how it goes.
But that's how it in my head.
In
That's
Brett's
how
mind,
it goes.
That's how it goes, Hannah.
However you want it.
Brett, do you have anything that you want to plug into your videos or anything?
I mean, you could always go onto YouTube. I got Trouble in Paradise. I got a couple of episodes.
Okay.
You know, I usually keep things like that when I do something like that for YouTube. Like I keep it to like 5 minutes because anything longer just seems like overkill.
And what's real quick? What's Trouble in Paradise?
Trouble in Paradise.
Like just how you explain it. How
it's basically like me. You know, like I'll just take like a subject. You know, why don't I bartend anymore? Or why I think pop music is terrible nowadays, or something like that. Where I'll just go off for I'll just go off for like 5, 6, 7 minutes about a particular subject of what's on my mind. It's something it's something different. I mean, I could probably go on and on and on.
We'll get it on the Idiot Radio page, so you'll be able to get it next time you're here.
Idiot Radio page, yeah, you can check it out on
Idiot
YouTube.
Yeah, we'll put it on there.
Absolutely. And if you want to take a look, my buddy Elmer Bounce Mahone, he's got he's on Facebook and he's been tagging everybody. Lupus Mania 2 is next Saturday. It's in Massillon, Ohio.
Is that your return to wrestling?
Yeah, that's my return. It's not. I'm not officially booked in a match yet per se, but there could be some fireworks.
You might do a sneak attack,
like a Shawn Michaels kind of return where I kick some people and do a little Austin 316 style, but Brett 419.
Okay, what does the 419 mean?
I'm about to get lifted. That's what it means.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
No, 420 would have been way too obvious, number one.
Okay.
But, 419 is just has a nice ring because it says, like, Brett's about to get lifted, which means I'm about to get in the ring and get, do something.
Okay.
And that's the way that I look at it. So you got my autograph?
He has his own merch.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I have merch, a little bit of YouTube, and I'm more than happy to come back. Anytime that we're ready to do it.
We'll do it again next week.
Absolutely.
We got a special guest coming in next week. We'll have him in.
Now.
I believe it's a music guest, and he's going to debut a new single here. A friend of mine named Mark Byers. I met him when I was the host of Brookline's Got Talent last year. He was the winner of Brookline's Got Talent.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
And
that
Mark is
good.
very, very talented, and I can't wait to have him in studio here next week. And this will be awesome, Brett. You'll have a different chair next week when we have the guest.
I gotta sit on the Thanksgiving the kids chair. I gotta sit.
You'll have a camera. You'll still have a camera.
Okay, well, yeah, no. I mean, I got a mic stand, so I could do. I mean, I could do a little stand up. I haven't done that in a while, so.
Don't forget to catch up with the archive Todd DeFazio shows and check out our buddy Bad Bubba Brewer, the Triple B Experience, and all our other great programs. Visit idiotradio.net, and I think that's it.
Bye, guys.